Hawthorne Heights, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. We just played. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Good set?
Yeah, it was wonderful. We have earlier set today. We got everybody before they were too tired and in the shade, so the energy was awesome. And now we get to hang out and get some food and watch some great bands.
Yeah, good. And did you get to play your new single, Lua and Valley?
We did not play that tonight. We played Dandelions, which is a single that came out right before that.
Yep.
But, boy, I think we're going to play it tomorrow. It's harder at these festival sets when we only do like 35, 45 minutes because it's like we've got so many records to play and we've released 2 singles in the last couple months and it's just...
Could have at least played the brand new one.
Well,
yeah.
Today we did, like, I noticed when I looked down at the end, I was like, well, I think we're 3 minutes under. So I think we can add it.
Should we play it?
I think we
can. We should have played it. Thanks for the call out.
And you got your tech guy going, no, don't.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've mentioned it now. Tell us a bit about the single.
So JT wrote the lyrics, so I don't want to speak on the lyrics, but musically, we were coming out of, when we went into COVID, we already had a record. We didn't tell anyone we recorded a new record. It was done. So when the pandemic first happened, we were like, a lot of our friends and other bands were like, oh, we're going to take this time to work on new music. We were like, we already have a record locked and loaded. So we just chilled and we're like, well, wait till, this will stop in a couple of weeks. We'll go on tour for the record. Nope. So we didn't really write a ton over the pandemic because as soon as things lit up, we were touring on our last record. So really, Lucerne Valley and Dandelions and one other new single that we're going to announce soon that's coming out, we're all from a writing session that we did, which was our first one post-COVID. And musically, I think it just came out of that. We were just really excited. I think those songs turned out kind of aggressive, and they sound like modern, but they remind me of like a youthful edge of what we would do early on in our career. And I think that's just because of being cooped up for so long and then finally getting out and writing some new songs and getting to record them.
My favorite thing about it is we've always gone to a studio and then wrote or recorded something. That was done in a house with a guy from Canada that brought a mobile studio, and it's just, we've never done in theory it opens up the door that we could rent a house and just have somebody come to the house.
It's definitely a cool vibe when you're not on the clock in some fancy studio. You're sitting in a living room and being like, I don't want to do this guitar track. Let's go get coffee and then come back, and then we'll come back and do it.
I'm not saying the house that we were in was ideal, but it does open up the gates to maybe renting them something in Maui or something. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's
definitely. And the sound that you've created on this new record, then, is it the sound that you wanted to create, or is it simply just how it turned out?
I think it's. I think the 3 new songs that we released. There are 2 that we released and a new one coming out soon. I think it's. I think it's what we were shooting for with our last record, and I think we got there with our last record. But I think these, with these, we wanted to be a little more modern with it, and I think we achieved that.
Yeah, we can write a song with our eyes closed at this point, but the goal, we're energy. Let's make energetic recording, which. It sounds like it should be really easy to make an energetic recording because live shows are energetic because they just are. But to make that into a recording that has energy sometimes is tougher than it sounds.
Yeah.
And I don't fully know what makes it energetic or how it's done, but it either is or it isn't. And these luckily nailed it. I don't know how, but they nailed it.
Next year's our 20th anniversary of our first record. So this far into it for us, we're just trying to. We want to write things that sound like Hawthorne Heights and are fun and good, but we were trying to do things that are new for us to keep it fun and interesting and for our fans,
Yeah. So when you write, do you layer it instrument by instrument, or do you just go in all at once and just play it live?
It's all kind of different song by song, but 3 of us write. All of us contribute, but 3 of us write a lot of the music, and then JT writes most of the lyrics and vocals. So everyone's kind of got a different process, but these days we tend to demo pretty hard and layer things. That's maybe why this last session was a little more special because there were some surprises, but we still demoed quite a bit. But nowadays, by the time we hit the studio, we've got a version recorded at my studio that already sounds like a record.
Every band should have a recording guru in their band, and Mark is ours.
For better or worse.
And every time he makes something, a demo or whatever, it sounds better and better than the last one. And eventually, I know it's going to come where we'll do a demo with Mark, and we'll just be like, I think that's it. I think we got it.
Yeah.
Eventually, that will definitely happen for sure. I predict it.
Excellent. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Absolutely.
having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
See ya.
Thanks. Thank you.